those of you who are curious, I actually had to swap out my chair for basically a lawn chair. My sleep schedule's been weird. So yes, I slept for, 5 hours? And now I'm up again to continue my mod testing. So back into the capital Wasteland. I also reorganized some of my texture mods, so if the Wasteland looks a little bit nicer, that's intentional. So I resorted the load order of my various texture mods so they weren't conflicting quite as much. Hopefully we should see when we pick up some cigarettes that they're the Lucky Strike brand, so the generic brand that the game uses, because the generic brand was being overwritten, was overwriting my custom textures. And I have a few other custom textures that I'll apply. We'll see them all once things happen. I have a texture of Enclave armor. Eventually I'm going to put in some textures that make rad roaches and rad scorpions and a bunch of other stuff glow, so it should be interesting to see. But that's for the future. Right now, we are moving on to the Arlington Library. And why is it taking so long to load? Because I tested this before I went to sleep, so I know that my load order is fine. Sometimes the game just throws a hissy fit. Yeah, it's one of these freezes where I can't even properly select anything. I literally just rebooted. Alright, try that again. There aren't any missing BSA files, so it's not that. It's freezing up again? Seriously? I know this is working because I tested it. Try this one then. Let's save right before it. Maybe just for some reason that save went wonky. Yep, for some reason that save just went wonky. So we have overwritten that save. Careful. Careful. The heck is that? Okay. So one of my gun retectors is acting weird. It's only when I put the long barrel on it. Nope, the long barrel's on it now. So it's just like a weird glitch for the one time. That was weird. This says Raider all over it, doesn't it? So what madness are the Raiders up to? Need to go that way. And a bit to that direction, looks like. Who? What? When? Where? The heck? Where the heck? A sewer. Let's not go exploring the sewers. In fact, let's get out of this radiation area because we're getting way too irradiated.
Those monsters, they're gonna get me.
Say what, kid? Those what? What's the matter?
Those things. They keep coming. They scare me. Make it stop.
Hey, calm down. It's gonna be okay. Promise. Now, let's try. Stick with me, kid. You'll be fine.
You look stronger than all the other grown-ups. Can you protect me?
Sorry, kid. Help cost Cass, and you look pretty broke to me.
You grown-ups are all the same. All you care about is your stuff. My papa is missing, and I think the ants may have gotten him. I hope they get you too. No, I'm not talking to you anymore.
Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't know it was your dad.
No, they always just say sorry, but then it turns out to be a bunch of lies. How can I ever trust a grown-up again?
What's it gonna take for you to forgive me?
When I was bad, my papa made me apologize 3 times, then decided if I was really sorry or not. You want to talk to me about stuff? Say you're sorry 3 times, and you better mean it.
Okay, I'm sorry.
That's good. Keep going.
I'm sorry.
Keep him coming. Papa said that's the right thing to do.
I'm sorry. There, that's 3.
Good. You did it. Now I'll talk to you.
So what happened?
It used to be kinda nice. No one bothered us there. I guess because we were so close to DC. There were 7 of us living there in tall, old brick houses. I think I'm the last one left. Those things took everyone else.
Do the others do you know the others in town very well?
Nah, people don't like to stay long in Great Itch. The DC ruins aren't a great place to make a home, you know.
I can
In
agree
fact,
on that.
Papa was talking about moving on soon. We've been here for maybe a year.
Who else lived in Great Itch?
Besides me and my papa, there was Doc Lesko, who stayed with us, and Will Brandis, and his mama and papa, too. I guess they're all gone now. Alright.
Okay, let's continue with another questions. What can you tell me about the people attacking Great Itch?
Well, they're big, ugly things that crawl around on 6 legs. They got huge teeth and skitter around grabbing everything in their path. My papa would always say they're fucking ants. Well, that's what he used to call them anyway. I just call them fire ants.
Any special way to hurt them?
My papa had a gun. He said it hurt those things. But he said they were the dumbest fucking ants he ever saw. He kept telling everyone to shoot for their antenna. Whatever that means.
Have they always been around?
Nah. Those things started coming around only in the last few months. At first, they just crawled around outside our town. But later, they came into town, and, well, you know the rest. Alright, what is it?
Mind if I ask about some of the people who lived there?
Nah, go ahead. It's just nice to talk to anyone about stuff at all.
This Doc Lesko.
He was a strange man. He paid Papa some caps to help him build a shack and carry a bunch of junk into it. Papa called him an egghead, but his head was shaped regular, so I didn't get it.
Where did he stay?
He spent all of his time in that shack, next door to my house. Every time I'd sneak in there, he'd be sitting at that funny-looking TV machine with the green words pushing buttons.
Do you know what he was doing in Great Itch?
Nah, he was a nice man, but he never wanted to play with me very much, and we barely talked. All I know is he was all gone when the ants started showing up. I think they got him too.
Didn't he have any weird stuff in his place?
I don't know. All kinds of doohickeys. Boxes with lots of lights, some funny glass bottles. Oh wait, he had a big, clunky, shiny man too. That was kind of neat.
Let's talk about the other people.
Yeah?
The Brandis family.
Well, there is Will. He was sorta my friend. And then there was his dad and his mom.
Where do they live?
Right across the street, actually. It was pretty swell having someone to hang out with so close by.
You and Will were good friends?
Yeah, Will was super nice to me. He was like a year older than me, I think.
Better
He even
than
shared
Butch.
his comic books with me. We explored pretty much every bit of Great Itch we could find. I think that's why the ants don't bother me. I have good hiding spots.
And Mill's parents?
Well, his mom was nice too. She was kind of quiet, but she always took care of me and my papa when we came over. I think she was sad that my mom was gone. Will's dad was... well, I don't want to be mean, but he was kind of scary.
How?
He was like, always watching me and my dad real careful, like he didn't trust us or something. He always kept staring at us from the windows of his house and typing stuff into his TV box. Will said his dad was like an old soldier or something, but he didn't like doing that stuff, so he quit. Yeah? Alright. What is it?
No, YouTube has 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 up. They're just like in their own little... Since they're multi-part episodes, they're in their own little playlist. So there'll be like a playlist for part 2, which has like 3 sections to it. Playlist for part 3, which I think only has 1 section. A playlist for part 4, which has like 3 sub-videos in it. And so on. And good morning, Hetero. Where's your house, Brian?
Look for the house nearest to the billboard. That's sticking out of the ground. It's pretty close to the diner. You can't miss it.
Alright, I'll go look for your father.
You will? Really? Thanks a whole lot. My house is the one closest to the huge sign and the old diner. Please, find my papa and make him come back.
Hey, I know it's scary to be alone. Just hang in there.
Wow. You sound as nice as my papa. You know, maybe this will help and maybe it won't, but Papa hid a bunch of stuff behind the old diner in the dumpster. He trusted me with the key and said it was for emergencies, but I bet he wouldn't mind you having it. Thanks for making me feel better.
Is there anywhere you can hide while I search? This probably isn't the best place for you to stand.
You think I didn't know that? I've been hiding in this place for days. There's an old porta shelter next to the diner near my house. Those stupid things will never get me in there. I'll head over there and wait inside. Hurry back!
Crap, 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 crap. Growing too big for my own good. Too much radiation. Must get away from the radiation and towards my goal as quickly as possible. Armor getting tight.
Indeed, the very seat of the federal government, Washington, D.C., has been reduced to what is now known as the capital wasteland. The capital wasteland.
Omaha! I plan to go to New Vegas after I fully explored this area because I want to make sure all the mod stuff and all the modded armors will work. Good grief, look at that thing! And that thing has definitely been retextured. Holy crap. Nope. But hand so big, hard to handle my puny pea shooter. Crap, 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 crap. Dog meat is a badass. Yes, because if I remember correctly, part 3 is only one video. So it doesn't have a mini playlist for itself. Way too big. I mean, look how massive I am. Wait a second. This seems like the perfect opportunity to use my throwing spears. Look. Yeah, my HP's a little insane. Crap. Well, this doesn't really matter because I'm so hopped up on radiation and I'm super tough. I don't have to worry about these guys. Their fire really doesn't affect me. Even though I have 0 fire resistance. No, I have no AP at this size. Later on, I'll merge them all into one playlist. Yeesh. Nice work, dog meat. Dog meat is a beast. I tell you what. Though I'm definitely going to need to take a rat away or two if I want to go into any, because good grief. Surprise! Turn on my Pip-Boy light. It's amazing that my Pip-Boy can still fit my massive wrist. Of course, every time we enter an area like this, we always have to activate this item. Out and thinks you're a child, and you can't use certain things. It's kind of funny. Well, so far we've managed to fit through everything, and our size certainly being an advantage. Apparently I can't use that while like this. Nope. Alright, so let us try and get ourselves to a more reasonable size then. I need, what is it? Not a weapon repair kit, it's Radaway. Look how massive we are. That isn't even as big as we can get. If I'd stayed in that radiation much longer, my head would be going through the roof here. Apparently I still count as a child. Okay, right away again. There we go. That's a bit more reasonable. So these are actually going back, so I should probably start from here. So is he like an Enclave officer? Former Enclave officer? Some scientist. Crap! Crap, 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 crap! I just gotta be ready to fight Ant anytime I leave, don't I? Well, Brian, your dad fought hard. Fought well, but it looks like he didn't win the fight. Alright, where's the one that's gonna attack me now? Where are ya? Where are you? I know someone's gonna try and attack me. So, Hetero, what do you think of our new Amber Pip-Boy light? Oh my goodness, a doctor's bag. Thank goodness. So I don't think I need them anymore, ironically. I think with the various perks I have now...
This could be the 5th time I've forgotten the code to my desktop terminal. I really must learn to be more organized. The password for my terminal is Formicidae. How hard could that be for me to remember? Note to self, destroy this holotape as soon as move to new lab is complete.
Crap! I thought he was a corpse. Last time I was through here on my previous character, I got attacked by a Talon company right there, so needless to say, I'm a little bit cautious. It was a pretty hairy fight. I think I just leveled up. But there's enemies nearby. Alright, so here's where we currently sit. We have got 22 barter, want to get it up to 30 before I talk to Lucas Sims. Energy weapons is 17, explosives is 18, because I haven't really used either one of those. Well, I did use a little bit of explosives, I guess that's why they leveled up to 18. Guns are 27, because I do use my guns a lot. Lockpicks I use a lot, so they're at 37. Medicine is 25. Melee weapons is 29. Repairs 20. Science is 39. Sneak is 43. My sneak is really high. My sneak and my science are my two highest stats, it looks like. Speech is 20. Survival 19. Unarmed 17. Continue. The only ones I can really think that are very useful at this point would be maybe Quick Draw and Commando, maybe? Let's go with Commando. And Quick Draw. Game always does that when I get a Steam notification. Everything goes kind of transparent. You gained a Bug Stomper perk. Rank 1. Wonder if I've picked up any cat eye. Doesn't look like it. Stave off sleep deprivation a bit.
If you're listening to this tape, then my brains are splattered all over a wall somewhere, and you've got a job to do. You need to retrieve the package and get it safely to Ronald Lauren in Girdershade. Tell him Grady sent you. To get the package, you'll need the key. I've stashed it inside an old fire hose case in some maintenance closet at Marigold Metro Station. The key will unlock the safe that contains the package. Look for the room marked by a spinning light. You can't miss it. Good luck. And hopefully, they won't find you too.
They? I wonder if he means the ants or some type of assassin group. Can't get in there. Can't get in there. And that takes me back to where we were, I think. Yep. Turn my Pip-Boy light off. He did not see me coming, did he? Okay. That apparently was not one of my wisest moves. That's what I thought. Definitely seem to have selected a new, better set of weapons, because remember how much trouble I was having killing anything before? I definitely seem to be doing a lot better since I upgraded to the Magnum and the combat shotgun. Looks like this is going to take me out of the tunnels. I don't want to go out of the tunnels just yet. Got one more bullet left for this. can actually repair those. Well, now he's maxed out. Carrying about as much as he can carry. Try and look our best, the most impressive we can.
Phil, you startled me. You really mustn't creep up on people like that.
Keep up on you, I just crap my pants for crying out loud!
That's no way to talk to a man of science. I don't have time for this kind of childish nonsense. I have some very delicate experiments that I must attend to.
You call this a laboratory?
I've chosen this room as a temporary retreat from which to contemplate my erroneous figures for my experiments. It may be a bit dark and damp, but such annoyances will not stand in the way of science.
What kind of experiments?
My experiments are of a complex nature and would take a scientist to explain. Oh wait, I'm a scientist. How marvelous. My foray into reducing the girth of these insectoid creatures is of utmost importance. I intend to generationally reduce their immense stature by way of a pre-birth induced mutagen. Isn't that clever?
Can we skip the story and get to a solution?
Oh my, I suppose I do tend to ramble on about all things academic. My problem right now is I can't reach my terminal to make the proper adjustments and repair the damage I've caused.
So what exactly do you need?
My portable terminal is set up in the hatchery chamber near the Ant Queen. If I can reach it, I can continue to work on improving the mutagen.
If the Queen's your concern, why not just deal with it directly?
If she were harmed in any way, months of data would be lost. Your objective would be to eliminate what I call her quintet of nest guardians. Filthy little abominations.
And this will stop the fire ants?
No, it should all wrap up rather nicely. I've rigged my equipment at my portable terminal to emit what I call an inhibitor pulse. Once I send this pulse, all of the remaining ants will lose their empathic link with the Queen and frenzy, destroying each other in the process. So, that's all there is to it. What do you say?
buy me new ammunition.
Why can't man follow the ants' example? They work together as a team, every waking moment dedicated to the colony. They require no wealth or material items. Everything they need is provided for them by their fellow insects. But I digress. If it's payment you need, all I can offer is one of my mutagenic bioenhancers.
Mutagenic bio-whatsits?
I've managed to isolate some of the fire ant genes and distill them into human-safe genetic enhancers. I can inject you with one of these formulas and you'll find yourself with either enhanced strength or enhanced perception. Not only that, but you'll be somewhat more resistant to fire. How marvelous!
Let me get back to you on this. It'll stop the ants from burning down Greatitch. I'm in. Let me get back to you on this.
Very well, in the meantime...
Seriously, stop running!
Well, don't just stand.
If you're wanting help fork over some caps, Einstein!
Why can't they require... But...
Fine, I'm in.
You will? How? Be careful, my friend. The Nest Guardians can be quite tenacious.
My work is done. About your experiments, what else can you tell me about these fire ants?
Well, the mutagen has enhanced their fortitude and provided them with what I call pyrosis, the ability to emit flame biologically. They're quite radiation-free, however. Well, as radiation-free as any other mutated creature in the wasteland.
So how'd you go from changing their size to breathing fire?
Playing with genetic codes isn't simple. Do you realize one tiny tweak at any point in the last million years could have completely changed us? Going from attempting to change their size to generating their pyrosis ability is no surprise at all.
Anything special hurt them?
I'm afraid they are not susceptible to anything I can think of that wouldn't harm the garden variety giant ant. Just aim for their antennae if you can. It will confuse them quite a bit.
And how the heck can an ant breathe fire?
The stimulation of the subject's evolutionary trigger by the mutagen caused a biodefensive reaction metamorphosing the ant's venom glands. This process caused unexpected oscillations in the venom molecules at such a vast rate it produces a thermodynamic biochemical reaction. As the subject ejects the volatile solution, it becomes conflagrant due to new structures in its maw. I call it calefaction array. Amazing, isn't it? Yeah.
What do you know of Brian Wilkes?
Far too curious. His incessant questioning would often come when I was the most absorbed with my calculations. He had no regard for the importance of my work.
Can't you take responsibility for his father's death?
All scientists take responsibility for their failures because it comes with the territory. I will take this experimentation to completion without roosting on the moral high ground. If I allow emotions to enter the mix, all this time and energy spent will have been for nothing.
And don't you realize you've ruined his entire life?
You have your ideals and I have mine. I'm down here to complete my experiments at any cost. If that means the loss of a few lives to save generations of lives in the future, it's a small price to pay.
You should have at least told him you were alive. He thought he was alone.
I can't risk leaving this place. I have to continue monitoring the hatchery for any further mutations in the next brood. I have no time for children and their petty games. What do they know about the importance of my work? Yes? There are many that say it can't be done, but I'll prove them wrong.
What exactly is the goal of your experiments?
By introducing my mutagen directly into an ant egg, I hope to reduce the size of the adults. This is a generational system.
Right, you mentioned that.
In the end, I hope to make them as small as they... Yeah. Much much to do, so much to do.
I'm probably going to have to console in Lesko's lab coat, because again, I need to grab as many pieces of equipment from this area so I can properly test them for my mod. He will not like me accessing that. Okay, fine. There's still areas there I have to explore as well. And another doctor's bag. The guy managed to turn giant ants into giant fire-breathing ants. He might not know all that he thinks he knows. Let's admit it. He just might not know everything he thinks he knows. Let me switch over to my regular gear. The Badlands armor is broken! Damn it! Well, that sucks. I'm gonna have to go and dress as a scientist. Without the shady hat. Booyah! That's not freaky at all. Oh boy. Yeah, that's not freaky at all, is it? Let's get the hell out of here. Come on, dog meat. Follow me. I don't know what's freakier, that thing with the new textures or the sounds it makes. What's the button I'm looking for? That's right. Big Book of Science.
I've detected some changes within the Queen's hatchery with my equipment. What's transpired?
My work is done, Doctor.
Oh, how marvelous! Please, tell me what happened. Come now, the faster you tell me, the faster I can provide promised payment for your services.
I killed the Nest Guardians.
Then I will proceed to my portable terminal at once and make the necessary changes to the formula. Thanks very much for everything. You've been quite a useful lab assistant.
I guess I'm ready for my mutagenic bioenhancer, Doctor.
How marvelous! Which injection did you want? Will it be the ant site or ant mite?
I'll go with the ant site.
How marvelous! Ant site it is! Hold
If one of you wouldn't mind hitting up the internet and finding the base ID for Lesko's lab coat, I'd appreciate it. 'Cause like I said, I need to console it in because eventually I have to craft it into power armor, so I need it to actually work.
What a distressing development!
They're all gone, Doctor. Relax. Seriously. What are you so afraid of? It's dead!
Well, back to the drawing board.
Thank you, General. Now, since I'm actually using Tale of Two Wastelands, Fallout itself is located 8th in my load order. So for me it would be player dot add item 08 0C 24 F9 1. Zero C 24 F9. Just add item. There must be a typo somewhere. Because I know Fallout is 8 in my load order because I had to add something else earlier from Fallout. Let me see if I can find it. Figure out what I'm doing wrong. The number you gave me is certainly correct, which means that there's something else going on here. Unlock plugins. I'll show you what I'm doing. Up under Xedit. Here's my mod, because I have a version of it. Armor. Oh, that's why. I see what the problem is. Since I have it modified for mine, its form ID would be overwritten by the form ID for my mod. So it has technically a different form ID than the vanilla one would have, because it's been modified by my mod, even though it's overwriting the same thing. The first 2 digits of a item form ID depends on its location in the load order. So for Fallout 3 items, for me, it's 8 because I'm using New Vegas. But if we're using my actual mod here, then its load order index is 80, which means that for me, I need to actually use $80. Okay. Now, is it just wrong? Is it just not use add item? It's just like this. It should work. This is annoying. Help. Maybe it's actually changed the details of it. We'll go to monitor capture, go back to mine, we'll go back to xedit. JKLMNOP. Lesko's lab coat. C24 F9. Weird. It's got the same ID. It does have the two. It does have two leading zeros, so maybe I do it like this. Requires a reference. There we go. Lesko's lab coat added. Yee-na-na. So it actually had the vanilla unmodified ID. Interesting. That's why xedit is such a useful program, because not only does it allow you to make mods, but you can easily look at what the mod ID is. So I'm kind of surprised that it's at 00, because that would imply that Lesko's lab coat was in Fallout New Vegas. Then again, you know, things are weird when you deal with Tales to Wastelands merging the two. Not cap sensitive at all. Just have to make sure you have the right numbers and the right letters. So I'm guessing it's over here I need to go to find what I'm looking for. No, it doesn't look like it. Maybe over in this area.
If you're listening to this tape, then my brains are splattered all over a wall somewhere, and you've got a job to do. You need to retrieve the package and get it safely to Ronald Lauren in Girdershade. Tell him Grady sent you. To get the package, you'll need the key. I've stashed it inside an old fire hose case in some maintenance closet in Marigold Metro Station. The key will unlock the safe that contains the package. Look for the room marked by a spinning light. You can't miss it. Good luck. And hopefully, they won't find you too.
Ah, there it is. I think the password is, that. No, it's lurking. Let's see what this naughty nightwear is like, shall we? Here's Lisco's lab coat. Very nice enchantment on that too. They're actually called enchantments. If you actually look inside of the creation kit, the effects are called enchantment effects. Because this is the same engine they use for like Oblivion. Kind of neat when you think about it. Where is it? Naughty nightwear. You actually can't see it. Under the security vest. Actually, I'm the one who renamed it. Because you see, in order to get a copy for me to work with for my mod, the easiest way in the creation kit was simply to go in and tinker, as opposed to having to, you know, find it within the original mods. Since I can open up everything in the creation kit, I can just make a simple change, like a name change. Then I get a copy, which has the same form ID and all the same stuff, so it does all the proper overwriting.
I'm only going to ask you this one time. Give me the naughty nightwear.
Terrifying presence. I'm keeping it and advise you to back off before I get angry.
Whatever.
On the plus side, Take off the shady hat. I've now got Badlands armor that I can wear again. I should make like a lug nuts version of the Badlands armor. What do you guys think? Should I make a lug nut version of the Badlands armor? Let's do that. Let's make him a little bit more unique. He'll still have the same base texture, but be a little bit different. So we'll do quit. I've saved, because I may need to reload a save before he charges me, so I can loot it off his dead body. Alright, so exit it. It may actually be on his corpse. We never know. You never know. But anyway. Why do I get the feeling that Lugnut's supposed to have special armor? Let's see. Let's just see if there was one originally in the game that just never was used. Nope. Lag bolt. That's who I was thinking of. Why the name sounded familiar. There's a lag bolt. Alright, so first of all, I want to go to Fallout 3. ESM. We want non-player characters. Because I can see it right here. Like I said, originally when I copied all the armors, and one of the armors is named lag bolts. Hi, Stashako. Hold on. I'm getting toasty in here. Need to turn on my AC. Fallout 3 Lugnut. Might be easier to just simply find him by his form ID. He's apparently the brother of Lagbolt. Interesting. (388E3) is his ID. We are modifying Fallout New Vegas, Fallout 3. You are looking at behind the scenes stuff. There's a character named Little Toe. We're going to modify an NPC we just fought, make it a little bit more unique. Let's see, there's Lugnut right there. Comprehension. Trying to see where it's going to where it shows his equipment. Template, male adult. Use inventory, use stats. Yeah, it's going to be easier to do this actually in the creation kit. Welcome to the GEC. I don't come into the GEC all that often because it is a pain to work in the GEC. Okay. So if I want to do my mod, this mod, to add a actor onto it or modify an actor, set as active file. It'll attach all of the necessary masters. Now we have to wait for the creation kit to load. Which is a pain in the arse. Honestly, I probably am. I'm gonna throw some chicken into my crock pot while it's loading the damn creation kit. in case anyone is curious. That's a couple of chicken breasts combined with sage, fennel seed, and curry. Okay, the geck. Here's the geck. I love it. There's an entry here just called prostitutes. Nani? Do I not have this in my system? I don't have a copy of this. Well, that's easy enough to fix. Q. If I'm going to make powered armor versions of everything, I need to have all the armors. See? This is the easiest way to get a copy of the armor for your own mod. And as you can, I don't know how well you guys can see it without going full screen, but there's a count column, and that count column, if it has a star next to it, means that it's a modified entry. If it's a modified entry, that means that entry well, obviously it's modified. So let's see. Have I missed any armors? I'm looking to see if there's anything here that doesn't have a star on it. That's an audio template, so don't use that. Unplayable leather armor, armor ligate. Audio template, audio template. Boone's armor. Oh, I see why that one wasn't selectable. See the tag here, playable. So the Boone one, well, I can delete them after the fact easily enough, but I just have to keep an eye out for that to make sure the ones that I am marking are actually marked as playable. See, Cass's hat, not playable. Surgical mask is playable. It has no actual name because it's from the CG sequence. See? No, this is from the Damn War, so those are not playable. I think I got everything. That's not playable either. Yeah, I'm not going to focus too much on this. I'll have to make sure, I'll have to double check when I go back through that the ones I added are actually playable. But anyway, that's not why we're here. We're actually here to look for NPC. And we're looking for Lag Bolt. Actually, it's probably easier to do it this way. Lag. Lag Bolt. Here is Lag Bolt's details. Stats, factions, AI data, AI packages, inventory. And of course, I'm thinking of lug nut again. Lug nut. There we go. Now I've got the right person. Raider loot. Raider armor complete. So he's actually a generic NPC. See, if I look at his inventory, he actually has generic inventory. So I actually can't give him his own unique items. Because he's basically a raider. Just a generic raider. Though I could toggle off use inventory here, which should allow me to give him whatever inventory I want. Yep, see? Toggle off use inventory. So let me go and say, for this one here, we're going to go with... And here's the annoying thing. If I wanted to give him unique armor, I should have created that first in Xedit. If I try to do it now, it's going to be all kinds of broken. Save changes to the plugin file. Absolutely not.